Greetings and welcome to another edition of Delta Media Group's Tech Tuesday. So today we are going to jump into the DeltaNet and we're going to go over merging contacts. The whole idea is that if you have multiple contacts that have come in at different times and made different requests, and it turns out that those are the same person, maybe using a different email address, then you can go in and you can actually put those accounts together. That way, you know, if they have differing information from one to another, instead of deleting a contact or trying to recreate it manually on one contact, you can just put them together. So, into the DeltaNet we go. Now, here we are on the welcome page. From here, if we go down to Customers and Customer Center, you can see in our Actions button here, we have a Merge Contacts button. Now the Actions field, this Actions widget is kind of where you do all the main customer activities. So you can send emails from here, you can add new customers here, you can check over all of your lead requests with this lead performance report, so that's kind of a fun one. Import and export, or even deleting whole imports, is done here, and clean up imports is like a batch delete. So this is where all of the main customer related or kind of CRM management functions are. So as we go down to Merge Customers, go ahead and click there. Brings us to this Merge Contact screen, and from here we just type in a Contact 1 and a Contact 2, because those are the two we'll want to merge together. So one thing to keep in mind here is that the customers have to have some kind of request attached to them. So you can't manually input two customers and then merge those two customers together, because the idea there is there's nothing really to merge if they haven't made any requests, you know, if they haven't actually done anything on the website. So we'll go ahead and search for our first contact, and you can see we had one come up, so I will select it, click Choose. So that is our first one. Now for our second contact, search by name, select it, choose, and there you are. So now we have our two contacts selected. Click here to merge. So from here, we now get to determine which one we're going to use as the primary contact. So that's kind of the email address and primary information that's going to hold on to. So in this case, let's say Tango is the primary. Tango and Cash really just belong together, so it only made sense to merge them. Now, if there are fields that are empty here in your primary contact, and you want to keep some of the fields from the secondary contact, even as far as name, you can now go through your secondary and you can choose which fields you want to keep. And it will move those over. And once you have them all set up the way you want them, merge contacts with this information, and that's it, we're all done. So we've now merged our two contacts. We can either go back here and merge another contact, or we can just go back to our tools, and here we are back on the Customer Center. And if we look at our Tango account now, you can see what we have. Here we are. So we have the name, which was the same as before, the primary email. And as we go down the line, and you can see all the address information that we pulled from the other contact. Now, if we scroll down here further, here we are. Now, if we look in the history for this contact, we can see that the requests from both contacts are now in this history field for the one contact. So I didn't go over those ahead of time, but basically it's merging their history also. So if you have two different accounts and one account made two requests and the other account made one request, when you merge them together, it merges all that information together. So now this is the history from what used to be two contacts all rolled into one. Hence the purpose of the merging contact system. So that's it. Nice simple one this week. As always, thanks a lot for joining me for this week's edition of Tech Tuesday. Don't forget that you can get notifications for these whenever we go live if you either like our Facebook page or subscribe to our YouTube channel. So go ahead and do that. You'll get your notifications and you'll know exactly when we come on live. That's pretty exciting, right? So if you have any questions, any suggestions on new videos, any questions about this or anything else, feel free to send an email to support@deltagroup.com, or just go ahead and give us a call. So thanks a lot for joining me, and I will see you with something new next week.